Hi, welcome to Penny's Crafts Creations. Thanks for joining me. Let me move my glasses out of the way here. So I am working on a new sun catcher, and it is Halloween themed, and I'm trying to make the center of it. And this is all wire. I have some copper and gold wire, some glass beads, and I created the shape of the pumpkin first and used another piece here to create the two spirals on the bottom. I thread a gold wire here through this piece here to attach it. It does spin, so you can see either side. And then I created the web here by winding 4 strands and then winding them around a circle that I also created, and then wove in copper, then added some chains. And I'm trying to work on a spider to go in the center of the web. So I've got this piece here. Knocked my purple wire out of the way. I have the body so far that I'm working on, and to do that I've got all the legs. I ran 4 strands of this purple wire, and I picked this up at Dollar Tree. It is a 26 gauge. It came with 100 feet, and I wanted the spider to stand out, so I bent it in half. Sorry about that. I bent it in half here. I'm going to tuck that end in as close to that center as I can get. I'm not worried about getting it in all the way. And because I'm working in a small space, I'm not using my other method for twisting wire. I'll show you that in a moment because I want to use that for the rest of it. Okay, so I have the body and the legs, all 8 of my legs. I'm not worried about the wires on the edges here for the center because I'm going to wrap that, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that now. I've got very long, about 5 feet of wire on that purple wire, and I'm just folding it in half, and then I'm going to fold it in half again, and then I'm going to create this loop on the top, and I'm just going to give it a little twist. Then I'm going to grab my drill, and this part's the fun part, and I'm just opening up that top part there. You can see it move right here. Just going to shove this piece in there, give it a little bit more of a squeeze. And I'm just going to shove it right inside that part, and then twist it until it closes tightly on it. And I saw a wire vise somebody used, and I thought this tip here looked exactly like that wire vise, and I would really like one, but I'm really happy with the way my drill creates that knot. The wire. So I'm going to grab the end here with my rigid pliers, and I'm going to hold that tight. And I'm just going to start spinning. And you can hear it, and I'm sorry about the noise. But you can see it's really working it. It's creating that nice tight rope. That's it, a few seconds in your drill. And you have a nice, tight, wound wire. I'm just going to cut off the edges because I don't need those. But I still want to keep that loop part, and the loop part is important because I want to create a dangle, something that my spider can hang on. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to have it look like it's dropping, hanging here. So I need this piece to be in the back to help me adhere it to the web itself. So I'm just going to grab it right in that back and hold it there. And then I'm going to take the wire and I'm going to start over here on the legs. Start on this side and just wrap that around the legs. And then I'm going to come back and I want to hold it in its shape down here, and I want to wrap around those legs and go right around it. And then I'm going to go inside this loop here on the top, keeping the shape. And I want to hold that shape really good. And you're going to have to play with your wire a little bit. It's going to be a little tricky. So I want that shape to be held. I'm going to come back and I'm going to wrap around those legs again. Come back under. Wrap around these legs again. And then go back up to the top. And when I come up to the top, I have that slight little opening. I'm going to slide in there, grabbing it. And I'm just going to keep working this way as close to those legs as I can get. See how I'm starting to form that? I'm going to come underneath those legs this time. And grab it tightly. Pulling. I'm going to grab underneath that leg again on this side. And I'm going to pull tight again. So it's creating a little pattern as I go. And I'm going to do the same thing all the way around, making sure I have that little bit of a gap to get those wires underneath. And if you don't feel comfortable using your fingers because it can get pokey, grab your wire cutters or whatever wire thing you're using and just keep wrapping it until you get it to where you want it to be by tucking it underneath there and wrapping. So I like where that's at now. I'm going to roll it over, and I've covered my loop, which I didn't want to do, but I still have some left over. So I'm just going to grab my, I don't know what they're called, these kind of pliers. And I'm just going to create a swirl pattern. And I'm just going to do it really loosely. Right here on the back. And that's going to help me adhere it to my net. So I want these to be out of the way still. So I'm just going to push them together. Play with my little knot. So that's how that looks. And you don't have to add it onto the thing, the spider web, but I'm going to. So I'm just going to show you how to shape your legs. Just bend it forward. And then kick out on the bottom. So you're almost giving it that 90-degree angle. And just play around with them. So you're going to bend it and then bend it again. And just move your wires to create the look you want. And just give it a 90-degree bend. So you can see I'm playing around with it, and it's got that shape that I wanted. It's a little bigger than I want, so I'm going to have to turn my legs down a little bit. But you get the idea of what it looks like, and you have a cute little spider. So I'm going to go ahead and join it to my sun catcher, and I will put a picture in what it looks like on my sun catcher when it's finished. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.